Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Medium Red Chicken and I'm finally uploading again.
Yay!
Sorry I haven't been uploading. I've just been really busy with work and stuff. Anyway, today I am doing a family run farm in Rimworld. So to start with, I am just doing the most typical setup for any Rimworld save by finding the best area to construct a little box so that everyone can get negative mood debuffs for sleeping in a barracks, which will also be cooking and storage. I should really be an architect. I'm also going to be setting up my colonist job. I mean, you can pause and have a look, but I promise it's really not that interesting. To the point where in the recording I actually got mixed up on which pawn does what. I suppose I should show you who we're working with for now, shouldn't I? First up we have Virgil, the leader of our family and the farm. His main skills are all in farming, which is kind of to be expected. The keen-eyed observer may also notice he's a psychopath, but I promise he's a great parent. At least most of the time. Yeah. Next up is his older son Jason, who is the favourite child. You'll see why later. He's an AWOL soldier, so pretty good in combat, is our main builder and doctor for now. When making these characters, I probably gave Jason a few too many good stats because I may or may not have become over-reliant on him. For someone who grew up on a farm, though, he isn't good at any of the things you need to be able to do on a farm, so that balances it out. Last but not least, we have Mikey, youngest. In combat, he's probably the equivalent of Cowden fodder, but not completely useless. He has a passion for butchering, even though his dad's a psychopath. I realised I needed to allow everything so my colonists could pick up weapons, because even though we are a family-run farm, other factions don't care and will attack us. Virgil takes the machine pistol, Jason the makeshift assault rifle, and Mickey picks up the knife. I did eventually realise we need a food source, so I used the fertile soil by the riverbank in order to make growing zones for rice, corn, and a patch of land was dedicated to hill roots so that we have a source of herbal medicine. I do have the tilled soil mod on, so I will eventually use that, but for now I can't afford to waste time that could be used to setting up. Make a temp bedroom. That's probably the stupidest way I could have put it, but it's whatever. And do a little stockpiling zone like that in the middle. We have somewhere to put everything we want to. To avoid negative debuffs all over the place, I needed to start setting up an actual base, which I probably spent more time deliberating over than actually setting up. So far it's just a room though, but oh well. Realising our survival meals are running low, we needed to have an actual way of making food, so I set up a little temp campfire. It's not ideal, as simple meals rot quicker than their ingredients, but it'll do for now. I also noticed a crow eating our food. Right, well that's getting shot at for that one. Where are you, Jason? Hunting crow. Let's see how this goes. It doesn't go very well. Oh. Scoots off. Okay, never mind. The next logical step was for me to make unnecessarily luxuriously sized rooms, as I don't want to piss off another psychopath. My ex-girlfriend taught me the hard way not to do that. I also made 4 bedrooms for the sake of symmetry and that. Who is our social? Virgil. Do you have any food for us? You do. We're going to take that, and we're going to have no money after, but we're going to have to do with it. They need to get rid of that room, because that's going to be a rec room. That's going to be a rec room. So I'm going to put a couple chess tables in there so I know. Also means we need some dining chairs. I chose chess because it's the most fun a man can have. according to my friends that avoid women like the plague. Oh, porcupines. Oh, porcupines don't attack you if you hunt them. That's nice to know. Stop meditating and shoot the bloody porcupines. We need a butcher in spot as well, actually, then. We're not going to make any kibble for just now. Oh, well, that was a fair fight. I've heard the meat wasn't that great. But anyway, Peter decided it doesn't like my playstyle and indoctrinates some of the local wildlife. Oh, a mad guinea pig. A mad guinea pig. Oh, first bad event. Question mark. I think it counts as a bad event. The fight ends up being about as fair as you'd expect. Come on, where's this guinea pig at? Despite being a nice family-run farm that shoots innocent defenceless animals, but that's beside the point, we have a not-so-friendly visitor who quite literally needs stimulants to stay alive. Okay, so, first raid, and of course it's wasters, right. Is there a hard coding if you have the biotech DLC that the first raid is always waster? I mean, he's going to be dead in a minute, but I'm just going to counterattack. Because family-owned farm and you're attacking it. What a piece of I like this whole makeshift weaponry thing. And we're going to commit our first war crime by letting Humongous bleed out. But we've got some drugs. I then decided it was time to expand out the base a bit more and create cooking and dining areas to appease Virgil, as he can get quite hangry, and trust me, if you're dealing with a psychopath, make sure they're well fed. When I make food prep areas, I like to divide it into 3 mini rooms, so that the butchering table doesn't have an adverse effect on the stove because of all the blood and dead animals. You don't actually see it in this clip, but I also make an extra room that I change my mind on the use for about 4 times before putting anything in there. After all that's done, I start to set up some generators so that I can keep my food frozen so that I have a reliable storage for meals and dead animal carcasses. I believe at this point I had sold the smoke leaf kindly donated to us by that waster, and these traders were so happy to receive drugs that they decided to give us a lovely parting gift. Oh, we got a gift. We got a gift. What did they give us? Oh, makeshift SMG. I will take that. Oh, and we've got our second raid. You are preparing for a while. Do you have anything I want in terms of skill? Animals is actually very useful, so if it's possible, I will offer forceful accommodation to Decition Sittle. We're also going to give you a nickname if you decide to eventually join us, because... Oh, you died anyway. That's rude. We were going to extend our arm of hospitality by forcibly kidnapping you and making you one of us. At this point, we needed components to get power, and I got mildly annoyed at Jason for wanting to build a wooden dresser. Shove your wooden dresser and your wooden stuff up your left cheek. Ah, why am I... Oh, just need some components! He does get some components, eventually, and we have a way of keeping our meals from rotting, at least most of the time. Next, I want to build a bridge across the river for easy access, but I am rudely interrupted. Or not, because we're going to get attacked by a group of wasters, which is just one named Drowner. Sounds like a delightful guy. Already took 2 shots. Got absolutely shredded. Love it. After deciding what to do with that room that I mentioned earlier, I get a bit concerned about my psyche. Why do I know exactly how I want to set out prison cells, but not my own colonists' bedrooms? Don't ask what you don't want to know. I'm an extremely morally corrupt person, okay? I'll admit it. Oh wait, we can sell these drugs, can't we? We can sell the drugs that we do not support the use of and totally won't mass produce in a later episode. Anyway, we've got 2 prison cells. That's useful, which I am a bit alarmed at myself for the fact that I know exactly how I wanted to organise them. After my forceful hotel is complete, I decided to lay out a hospital which took me longer to organise than the prison cells. We also need an area where we could craft items such as clothing for the winter and weapons purely for self-defense. Pissing off animal charities, I suppose, but potato potato. This is also the time where I finally decide to move my storage area from the old box, meaning that it would be feasible to deconstruct the little hut that the family worked so hard on. We're all adults here, don't laugh at hard on. Then I decide that to save literally 1 tile, I would change the entire dining room setup and just place a lamp smack in the middle of it. I think it doesn't look too bad, although I probably wasted more wood building out the 4 small tables. At least I save 1 tile space, right? I mean, Jason gets right on it, so that's a good sign, I guess. See? Looks great. After finally getting a yield of corn, we are visited by an angsty teenage pig with green hair who's bleeding out. Holy shit, what a sentence. We decide to extend our gracious arm of hospitality. Her teenage angst is already causing problems for our medicine storage as she chooses to get an infection in her left leg. Thankfully, it's early game, so the severity won't be too bad and we won't have a problem. It's finally time to get rid of where it all started, which mildly entertained me for some reason. Look at all those roof collapses. How is your infection? Oh, you're speeding through your infection. You can tell that it's early game because they're speeding through it. We then have 2 very contrasting events. Oh, I got a fire right there. But a meteorite with compacted steel. That's alright. I'll take that. They're gonna firefight it, it's fine. I then made a horrible error getting rid of the old base. Please don't die. Ah! You weren't meant to get injured. Oh, I've crushed your eye. Well, so that's gonna be on the shopping list. A new eye. Still not the weirdest thing I've said in this recording. For Christ's sake. That is probably my biggest cock-up so far. Another raid showed up and we got in quite an intense firefight, kind of. It was raining, so luckily the fact that impids can spit fire wasn't really relevant to this, because that could have seriously caused issues for me and for our colonists early on especially. Unwaveringly loyal. I'm gonna capture you because I think you are. Oh, you might be one of the ones that are always hostile. I mean, I could sell you off, whatever. Or just drop you. Yeah. I don't know. Are you actually any use to me as an unwaveringly loyal? I do, in fact, decide that capturing to release is probably the best idea. I didn't want the dead body lying around. I mean, I could take you as a slave, but slave on a farm is a bit. I don't know, man. Release. You're just gonna be released. I'm just gonna let you go. Alright. I can't be asked to have your dead body lying around the map, but. Anyway, charity quest. Was a charity. No. The whole point is to get as much silver as possible on this one. Yeah, off you trot. Off you trot, Vinav. See, we're good people. We let prisoners go. Or, you know, we let people enjoy our Hospitality. Yes, I'm aware this is episode 1 of a family-run farm, and I'm already morally corrupt. Deal with it. I finally decided to have another go at building that bridge across the river so that we don't get movement penalties to access the other side of the tile. I also decided that the guinea pig population was just too high, so population control was the next logical move. Animal charities are not happy with me and decide to enact some form of revenge. Manhunt a pack of rats. Oh, it's a fun one. Is it just the 2? Get how early game it is now. This wasn't really a fair fight. Oh, one shot. Oh, I missed. Got beamed. Turns out Jason isn't a great electrician, which isn't exactly ideal when you live in a wooden building. Oh, we've had a fire. Well, get up and extinguish the fire then, guys. You know, you do have it on 1. This is food supplies not long before the winter. Jason finally gets underway with building out this bridge to the other side. Do you remember at the start when I said that Jason was a favourite child? This is why. Oh, and Virgil has started beating his kids. Anyway, that's going to be all for this video, guys. I would just like to apologise for the fact that I haven't uploaded in ages. It's not been intentional. I just have been very busy with work and life because, believe it or not, I do in fact have a job and a life. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.